Welcome everyone. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are doing it. So good to see you. So good to see you tonight. We're going to be talking about the lymphatic system, such an important, super important system in the body. And hopefully you all get the best and the most out of this because this is a super exciting topic. I'm super excited about talking about it, and I'm looking forward to working with you all through this process of working on your lymphatic system. This is one of the most important systems in the body. It's just as important as your vein system is the lymphatic system. Okay, so before we get started, everyone, make sure that you have subscribed to the YouTube. It's going to make sure that you are able to get the know when we go live every single night, as well as it's going to give you the information on the replays. It's going to give you the information. It's going to allow you to be able to ask questions as well, and be able to chat. All right, so that's going to be great for you all. The replays are on the Patreon, patreon.com/healthcare. Again, that's patreon.com/healthcare, which is outstanding. I am super excited about that. Also, the other great, amazing news now is that we are taking or we're honoring health insurance. So if you have health insurance, you can bring it in, or health insurance, yeah, you can bring it in, and we'll definitely be able to save you some money on that, get you a discount or whatever the healthcare allows us to do. Okay, so with that, the next thing that I wanted to be able to share with you all is that it was something else. Oh yeah, in order for you to be able to watch the replays, make sure that you go to the Patreon, right? To be able to watch the replays, you need to be subscribed to any tier for this video. Tomorrow night we'll be back on Creation series again, right? Which is our mental healing as well as spiritual healing. So it's going to be extremely powerful. I look forward to seeing you all there as well. So with no further ado, we're going to move into the disclaimer and we'll go from there.
Disclaimer. The information contained in this video is intended as an information resource only and is not to be used or relied upon for any diagnostic or treatment purposes. The video's information does not create any patient-physician relationship. Dawood Yisrael makes no representations about the accuracy or suitability of this content, as scientific and medical information updates and changes daily as more substantial information is discovered. Dawood Yisrael and any business associated during this video shall not in any event be liable for any direct or indirect damages, losses, injuries, or liability whatsoever suffered as a result of your use or misuse of this video's content. Use of this video is at the viewer's sole risk.
Hi, Isola here. I just want to thank Brother Dawood for his wonderful health presentation today, and it just reinforced the knowledge that I already knew, that let food be thy medicine, okay? And if you are facing a challenge or you want to change your diet or lifestyles, make sure you take one of his upcoming program events.
Thank you.
All right, so we're back again. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you're just coming in, also make sure that you sign up for our Patreon. You get one of those tiers, right? It supports the what we're doing, and it helps a lot of people as well. Everything that you support or that you are getting for yourself, it allows us to be able to help others as well. Okay, so with that, we're going to move forward straight into the class, and the question tonight is, what is the lymphatic system? How does this lymphatic system help you? What are the symptoms of the lymphatic system, as well as what does if your lymphatic system is stopped up, what problems does it cause? And we're going to get into how to be able to allow your body to heal the lymphatic system. So your lymphatic system is a group of organs, vessels, and tissues that protect you from infection and keep a healthy balance of fluids throughout your body. The lymphatic system organs include the bone marrow, thymus, and lymph nodes. Swollen lymph nodes are a sign of common infections like strep throat, but also more serious diseases like cancer. Okay, so that's extremely important to understand. Now, your lymphatic system is a network of organs. We just talked about that. And tissues that work together to move to move a colorless, this is key right here. So your lymphatic system is a network of organs, right? Vessels and tissues that work together to move a colorless, watery fluid called lymph back into your circulatory system. And I want you to understand that the glymphatic system and the lymphatic system are the same. The difference is the glymphatic system is in your brain. The lymphatic system is in the rest of your body. Okay? That's very important. So when I'm talking about this, I'm also at the same time basically talking about the glymphatic system as well to a degree. And there's a different way to drain the glymphatic system, which we talk about in the glymphatic in the glymph system video. So go watch that video. Make sure you do not miss that video. It's super important. These are vital systems, meaning if anything happens to your lymphatic system, your glymphatic system, you can die quickly and easily. Okay? So these are very important systems to understand. As a vital part of your immune system, your lymphatic system protects you from infection and destroys old or abnormal cells your body doesn't need. Now, right? So in other words, what is it getting rid of? Your senescent cells, the zombie cells. This is what your lymph system is supposed to remove. So if there's a problem with the lymph system, right, now you're going to have what? Senescent cells. You're going to have diabetes, right? You're going to have all types. You're going to have cancer. You're going to have all types of diseases because this is the system that is designed to do what? Get rid of old or abnormal cells. Okay? Your body doesn't need. Lymphatic system functions also include maintaining normal fluid levels in your body. So if you're overweight, right? If you get holding water, anything like that, you have issue can be with your lymphatic system. And absorbing fats and fat-soluble vitamin so they can make their way into your bloodstream. Okay? So what does the lymphatic system do? Your lymphatic system has many functions. Its key functions include collecting excess fluid from your body's tissues and returning it to your bloodstream. This supports healthy fluid levels in your body. Your lymphatic system also filters out waste products and abnormal cells from this fluid. So it separates it and gets rid of the waste, right? And keeps the good, right? It's a filtration system. It's very important to get. Helping your body absorb fats. Most nutrients can travel through tiny openings or pores in the walls of your capillaries, and your body can then absorb and use them. But certain fats and other molecules are too large to travel in this way. Your lymphatic system collects fluid from your intestines that contains these molecules and transports it back to your bloodstream, right? So it's pulling it from your small intestine. That's why your small intestine, as we talked about yesterday, is what? It's key for absorbing nutrients. This is key. That's why water fasting is so important, because if your small intestines cannot do that, if they cannot absorb the nutrients, right, there's going to be a major problem. And a lot of the problems that you're having is because your body cannot absorb the nutrients, right? It cannot absorb these molecules. It can't take them in. And so therefore they're stuck in your body and they're just going wreaking havoc. Protecting your body against invaders. Your lymphatic system is part of your immune system. It produces and releases lymphocytes, a type of white blood cell, and other immune cells. These cells look for and destroy invaders, such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, and fungi that may enter your body. So now we're talking about the immune system. Now we're talking about autoimmune disease if we don't have the proper balance of omega-3s and omega-6s, as we discussed when we dealt with this Enzino video, right? This is very important. All of these balances matter, and each one of these systems matter, and making sure that they're running fluidly and clearly with no hindrance is key, right? So if the walls of your capillaries, right, if the walls of your capillaries are backed up, right, or they can't get the nutrients in and can't get the waste out, now we have a problem. So that's where the balance oil comes in. The cell membrane, remember? So that cell membrane is key. Now, how does the lymphatic system work? Every day, about 20 liters of plasma, the liquid part of your blood, flow out of tiny pores in the thin walls of your capillaries. But what if it can't get out? What if it can't get the waste out? What's going to happen then? It's going to be backed up. And now you're going to have cellular waste in your veins when they're supposed to go out through the what? Lymph system. Imagine water seeping out of a sponge. Where does the liquid go? It delivers oxygen and nutrients. It delivers what? Spirit and nutrients to the tissues surrounding each capillary. The tissues hungrily soak up all the nutrients while leaving behind waste. What if it can't? What if cellular respiration cannot take place? Right? Now they're what? Asphyxiated, or they're being choked to death, right? As well as starved to death, right? Isn't that what we spoke about in the cancer video? Right? But this is because what? If it's not clean, it's not going to do it. But this is a normal body. This is what should be happening, right? It delivers oxygen and nutrients to the tissues surrounding each capillary. The tissues hungrily soak up all the nutrients while leaving behind waste. Like a kid who finishes their food but leaves behind a pile of sticky napkins. Okay? The plasma doesn't mind cleaning up the mess. It picks up the waste and then returns it to your bloodstream the same way it came by, flowing back through the pores and the capillary walls. Each day, about 17 liters of plasma return to your bloodstream in this way. Since 20 liters initially flowed out of your capillary walls, that means 3 liters are still roaming around in your body's tissues. That's where your lymphatic system steps in. Tiny lymphatic capillaries pick up this remaining fluid from your tissues. The fluid changed its name during its journey. Now, instead of plasma, it's called lymph. Your lymphatic capillaries move the lymph into large tubes called lymphatic vessels. These vessels keep the lymph moving until it ultimately reaches one of the two major ducts in your upper chest. These are called your right lymphatic duct and your thoracic duct. And they are a bit like highway on ramps, right? Now, they merge into large veins called subclavin veins and empty the lymph into them. From there, your lymph re-enters your bloodstream and can flow through your body again, okay? The organs of the lymphatic system are your bone marrow, right? Remember this now. Your bone marrow. This is the soft, spongy tissue in the center of certain bones, like your hip bone, back bones, and breastbone. Your bone marrow has the vital job of making white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. Okay? Thymus. This organ is located in your upper chest behind your breastbone, right here. Right? And it's most active before puberty. It's where T cells, a type of white blood cell, fully mature. T cells help your body fight off invaders. Lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are bean-shaped glands. So you see them here. You see the lymph right here, the thymus right here, right by your thyroid. Okay, that's why it's thoracic. Then you have the spleen. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Intestines, right? Lymphatic vessels, and bone marrow. So all this blue, just like your veins, is your lymphatic system. Okay? And then they're telling you the organs of the lymphatic system. The mucosa, right? Remember I told you it's going to drain when you do that brain, when you do the cleans the lymph, it's going to drain down into your throat. Remember I said that? That's where it's going to drain to, because it's coming out into your lymph so it can be cleansed. Okay? Now, lymph nodes look like this. You see it here, just as you see one example, but they're under your armpits. Your left armpit is the major center for it. Okay? Now, lymph nodes are bean-shaped glands that monitor and cleanse lymph as it filters through them. They clear out damaged cells and cancer cells. Isn't that beautiful? Damaged cells. So these are senescent cells, right? This is what your lymph system is supposed to do. But why doesn't it do it? because you've stopped up your system through what? Through nutrition, through bad nutrition, right? Or lack of nutrition, because when you do bad nutrition, it's a lack of nutrition. Due to putting the wrong things in your body, you've destroyed this system or clogged it up. And we got to get it flowing again, and this is what we've been doing. They clear out damaged cells and cancer cells. Your lymph nodes also store lymphocytes and other immune system cells that attack and destroy harmful substances like bacteria. You have about 600 lymph nodes scattered throughout your body. Some are closely connected in groups called chains. You may be able to feel some lymph nodes through your skin in areas like your armpits, groin, or neck. Others are deeper inside of your body. Okay? Spleen. This is the largest lymphatic organ and is located on your left side under your ribs and your stomach. Okay, so it's on the left side, right? Now, this right here is the spleen. It's a lymphatic organ. Okay, they clear out damaged cells and cancer cells. Okay, I'm sorry. Spleen, the largest lymphatic organ, is located on your left side under your ribs and above your stomach. Your spleen filters your blood and removes cells that are old or not working properly. That means there's an issue with the spleen, right? It keeps red blood cells and platelets available in case your body needs them. Mucosa associated lymphoid tissue, or called MALT. This mucous membrane exists throughout your body in many important locations. For example, it lines your tonsils, airways, small intestines, and appendix. MALT looks for and destroys germs and could harm you. That could harm you, okay? So mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. This is right here. This is up here in your mucous membrane. Remember I told you anything you bring in your body that's not supposed to be there, mucus automatically covers it so that it can't get out. This is a lymphoid system. So it's called MALT, mucus associated lymphoid tissue. This mucous membrane exists throughout your body in many important locations. For example, lines your tonsils, airways, small intestines, and appendix. MALT looks for and destroys germs that could harm you. Okay? Your lymphatic system is a big team. Other key players include your lymph. It's also called lymphatic fluid. It's a collection of extra fluid that drains from cells and tissues in your body and isn't reabsorbed into your capillaries. Lymph contains many different substances, including proteins, minerals, fats, damaged cells, cancer cells, and germs. Lymph also transports infection-fighting white blood cells like lymphocytes. Lymphatic vessels are tubes that form a complex network throughout your body. The smallest tubes are lymphatic capillaries, which ultimately connect to larger tubes that lead to two main ducts in your upper chest. The pulsing of nearby arteries and squeezing of nearby muscles help fluid move through your lymphatic system. Now, this is key. The pulsing of nearby arteries and squeezing of nearby muscles. We're going to talk about this in a minute because there's some key facts that you need to know about this lymph and why it's important for you have to cleanse your lymph. And I'm going to show you why in a minute, okay? These vessels contain one-way valves that keep lymph moving the right way. Collecting ducts. Two main ducts in your upper chest empty lymph into your subclavian veins. These are your right lymphatic duct and thoracic duct. Okay? These ducts are like highway on the ramps merging where points where lymph rejoins your bloodstream. So they get cleansed and then rejoin. Cleanse the lymph and then rejoin. Tonsils and adenoids. These structures trap pathogens from the food you eat and the air you take in. They are part of your body's first line of defense against invaders. Your tonsils are in the back of your throat. Your adenoids are just behind the nasal cavity but are only active during childhood. So these trap pathogens. So they told us we don't need our tonsils. Our tonsils don't do anything. Yes, they do. They trap what? Pathogens. It's very important. Every organ in your body is important for you to keep in your body. That is super important. It's not just something you can throw away, right? It's not something you can throw away. We want to heal. We don't want to get rid of. All right? Now, what conditions in this we want to get? This is so deep. We want to. This is so crazy. Let's just look at this real quick. That's a good point right here. I want to discuss it. So we want to remove. We want to remove body parts. Like we go to the hospital, they be like, we want surgery, this, and that. So we want to remove body parts, right? Instead of removing the things that we're putting on our body that is causing the problem in the first place, which is the food that we're eating. We don't want to remove that. We want to add to that and then remove body parts. Instead, we should be removing the things that are causing poor nutrition and add the body and add um and then allow our bodies to heal. Right? We shouldn't be removing anything. We should be allowing our bodies to heal. And this is the key. This is what we don't do. All right. So, what conditions and disorders affect the lymphatic system? Many conditions can affect the various parts of your lymphatic system. Some happen during development before birth or childhood. Others develop as a result of disease or injury. Some common diseases and disorders of lymphatic system include swollen lymph nodes. Okay. Infection, inflammation, and cancer cause swollen, enlarged lymph nodes. Common infections that can cause enlarged lymph nodes include strep throat, mononucleus, HIV, and infected skin wounds. Lymphadenitis, no, excuse me, lymphadenitis refers to lymphadenopathy that's caused by an infection or inflammatory condition. All right. Now, swelling or accumulation of fluid, a blockage in your lymphatic system due to scar tissue from damaged lymph vessels or nodes can cause lymphedema. It can also happen when your lymph nodes have been removed to treat a condition like cancer. Now, you never want that. You don't ever. The only reason they're removing a lymph node because they're trying to get rid of it is because the cancer has now spread into the lymph, and that's extremely dangerous. That's extremely dangerous. We don't want to get the cancer to that point. We want to heal ourselves before we get to the point of cancer. And it's not like you have to go in and go to the doctor to find out that you have cancer. You just need to do the things that are going to reverse it, and it will reverse on its own, right? All right. So with lymphedema, fluid most commonly builds up in your arms or legs. It can be very mild or quite painful and disabling. People with lymphedema are at risk for serious and potentially life-threatening deep skin infections. Cancers of the lymphatic system. Lymphoma is a cancer of the lymph nodes that occurs when lymphocytes grow and multiply uncontrollably. There are several different types of lymphoma, including Hodgkin's lymphoma and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Cancerous tumors can also block lymphatic ducts or be near lymph nodes and interfere with the flow of lymph through the node. You definitely do not want. So this becomes extremely dangerous when that happens. Okay? But a lot of the issues that we're looking at and a lot of issues that you're having when it's in the final stages means that your lymph system is broken down. Okay? Then it says lymphangitis. This is inflammation of your lymph vessels. Lymphangioma. This is a condition that you're born with. It involves presence of non-cancerous fluid-filled bumps or cysts under your skin due to overgrown lymph vessels, right? Intestinal lymphangiectasia. Loss of lymph tissue in your small intestine leads to loss of protein, gamma globulins, albumin, and lymphocytes. And lymphocytosis. With this condition, there is a higher than normal amount of lymphocytes in your body. Lymphatic filariasis. This is a parasitic infection that causes the lymphatic system to malfunction. Castleman disease. Castleman disease involves an overgrowth of cells in your body's lymphatic system. Then I don't even know how to, what is that, myomatosis? So it's lymphangioleomyomatosis. That's it. That is it. Lymphangioliomyomatosis. This is a rare disease in which abnormal muscles like cells begin to grow out of control in your lungs, lymph nodes, and kidneys. Autoimmune lymphoproliferative syndrome. This is a rare genetic disorder in which there's a high number of lymphocytes in your lymph nodes, liver, and spleen. And then mesenteric lymphadenitis. This is inflammation of the lymph nodes in your belly or abdomen. Okay. So, what tests check the lymph system? It doesn't matter. Care. Okay. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and I want to share some information with you. Hold please for one of our commercials, and we'll be right back. Welcome to my Patreon, where you might have come here from my YouTube or my Eventbrite, where the videos expire within 30 days. Now you have access to my exclusive content forever once you join one of the tiers of my Patreon, okay? So we have the live stream health class, right, which you're going to get, but you're also going to get my on-demand health class. Remember, the health class is really 28 hours, but you in my live health class were able to receive 8 hours, 4 hours in session 1, 4 hours in the following session. You're also going to be able to get my ebook as well. So you can download my ebook, as well as those that saw me in person, you got a physical copy. You might have got it autographed, you might not. But however, you have a physical copy of my book as well. You got the live question and answers during my health class as well, and then the live chat during event. This whole health class portion is designed to give you the information necessary so that you can put the nutrients in your body that's going to allow your body to heal itself. Once you get your physical health in check, now it's time to move up a tier and get high with Daweed. Getting high with Daweed is basically a physical and mental, spiritual portion of the course. This is where you're going to receive my creation series, where you are able to create anything that you want in your environment, your space, or your reality whenever you want to. This is such a powerful course. I was actually watching it heal relationships, and I've seen people actually physically heal their bodies. This was before I was doing the physical health class. They were physically healing their bodies with their mind. And so it's an extremely powerful course. It's an extremely powerful portion and tier of the course as well. And you get everything in tier 1, which is the physical health class, plus you get the Getting High with Daweed creation series, okay, as well. You're also going to get my daily meditation videos here, which are very important to watch, right? You can actually physically heal yourself with just body meditation. Okay, so you're going to get my spiritual meditation, my physical meditation, and my mind meditation videos inside of this tier. Now, once you do that, or even before that, if you have a serious chronic problem, or you're not able to understand and be able to physically heal yourself just by watching my videos, then you can walk with Daweed. And walking with Daweed is very important. This is for the serious only. And I put together a tailored health system just for you. You have access to me where you can call me, you can email me, you can talk to me, and I will, or Zoom with me face to face, therefore that I will be able to help you and walk you through your physical ailment, mental ailment, or spiritual ailment, and walk you through that process. This is extremely powerful because it's not just about feeling better, it's about feeling normal again, like you did when you were a child. No matter which tier you choose to start with, I'm looking forward to working with you. Peace. All right, so we're back to lymph nodes. So where we left off basically was that the lymph node system is a very important system. It is a system that cleans and filters your blood, as well as it also has lymph that it cleans and filters, and then it puts it back into the blood as plasma that it goes back into the blood and keeps your system clean. When it is backed up, that is when it causes problems, and we never want cancer inside the lymph system, okay? Very important to get that. All right, so right now we're going to talk about how we're going to make sure that we allow the body to heal the lymph system, okay? If you have not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, all right, which is very important. It's going to allow you to know when we go live. It's going to allow you to also get to ask questions and so forth, all right, with the system. So let's continue. How can I keep my lymphatic system healthy? For the rest of this video and more videos like these, You can join us at patreon.com/health class. Again, that's patreon.com/health class. And join one of our paid tiers. Any of them will do. And you join one of those tiers, you can watch the rest of these videos, as well as all the other videos that I produced, including my former health classes, which is 4 to 8 hours of information that can help you on your health journey to the top. All right. So I look forward to sharing that adventure with you. I look forward to seeing you at the top of your health journey. Peace.